What is going on, everybody? Here we are live for another episode of In This Very Ring. I'm your host, Ritz. Right over here, we have this way. Yeah, that way. Right over here, we have Butters. Guys, welcome back. We are brought to you by our doc, Dr. Paul Vidal at Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC. Check them out on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. They also have three locations, Burlington, Cherry Hill, and Princeton, New Jersey. Our poll question today brought to you by the gutter and deck experts of South Jersey, the gutter guys over at Ambuck Services. Give them a call at 856-879-5530. Once again, that is 856-879-5530. Poll question: putting the WWE Women's Tag Team titles on Sasha Banks and Bayley was the smart move. I'm sorry, right thing to do.
Smart thing, right thing, same damn thing.
Well, before we get to that, because we're going to get to that. And by the way, spoiler alert. Guys, on tap today, we're going to talk about Sasha Banks and Bayley winning the tag titles. We're also going to jump over to This Week in Wrestling as NXT gets ready for NXT Takeover in your house live on the WWE Network tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. So we're going to do a deep dive into that. We're also going to do a very, very small touch on Backlash later on in the show. If you're checking us out on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, we thank you guys for joining us. Hang out, enjoy the ride. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Speaker, Spotify, or any other podcast network services, you're obviously hearing this a day later, but you're still not $1 short. So make sure you listen to us right before NXT Takeover in your house. All right, Butters, let's dive right into it. Agree, disagree. I think I know where this is going to go. Tell me about it, my brother.
Worst damn thing to do. It's already bad enough you got the Smackdown Women's title on Bayley with them, supposedly going to be leading into this teasing this Sasha Bayley feud. Now you're going to go throw another set of titles in that mix? What the hell? Give it to the Iconics. Give it to the freaking Dana and Carmella. Screw it. Give it to someone in NXT. I don't care. Anybody but Bayley and freaking Sasha. Swear to God. The worst thing you can do is add another set of titles to the mix. What's next? You're going to throw the NXT title to Sasha and the Raw Women's title to Bayley and just say, hey, we got all the women's titles in this bitch.
Don't give them any ideas. I swear to God, I'll beat you senseless.
I don't have to give them ideas because it's probably rolling through Vince's head right now.
No, so let's obviously there's a spoiler here. Obviously, right? Bayley and Sasha defeated Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss last night on SmackDown. Cross countered a Banks statement into a pin, but Banks countered that into a crucifix pin of her own. Bayley and Banks are now 2-time champions, and Bayley is currently a double champion. I have a huge problem with this. I was talking about this earlier today with Chef at work, and I have 5 simple words for this entire story. Get on with it already. Okay, rip the Band-Aid off. We don't need Bayley and Sasha, this slow build, this slow tease as we get closer and closer to Sasha turning on Bayley. Just do it already. Taking the tag titles, two belts that were really old. Nothing was done with them until you put them on Alexa and Nikki.
Yep.
It gave Nikki and Alexa something to do, and they had purpose in meeting. They weren't just simple segment hosts.
And then you had the Iconics feuding with them for it, and that gave, the Iconics something to do. It gave it more of a... Because I felt like the Iconics were actually helping elevate the belts a little bit. I hate to say it, but still.
Yeah, the Iconics, them not having the title, though, was the best thing ever possible, because when they had it during their run, their original run, it was lackluster, to say the least.
Yeah.
Billy Kay did comment on Sasha Banks' Twitter saying, "Don't worry, we're coming for our titles," or something to that effect. But I think this is the wrong time to do it. I think that where was I going with this? Oh no, I think it's the wrong time to do it. It never should have been happened. It should have been Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss versus the Iconics at Backlash or something like that. Let that feud build. You don't need another reason for Bayley and Sasha to go at it, right? They have that storied NXT rivalry from a few years ago. Over the last year and a half to 2 years, we have laid the foundation of a Bayley Sasha split. At one point, we thought Bayley was going to be the face and Sasha was going to be the heel. At another point, we thought it was going to be Sasha being the face and Bayley being the heel, which is kind of where it's going at right now. But
I mean, the only thing I could even think of is they're trying to extend this feud to SummerSlam.
but what's the benefit? So all right, so walk me through the benefit in your eyes of running this out till SummerSlam.
The only benefit I see is they want it on one of the big shows. That is it. They have no crowd other than the NXT super. I'm sorry, not NXT superstars, because they made MVP redo his line and say performance center trainees, so to speak, in the audience
Mm-hmm.
as background noise. The only thing I can see is because they just want something big for the show of shows, for their summer show.
Let's just say you watch your mouth. The show of shows is WrestleMania.
Okay, yeah, that's true. But I think they want something big for SummerSlam. What other could they have big for SummerSlam right now?
But do you really need to start planting that seed right now for SummerSlam?
No, you could plant it after Backlash.
I mean, we're still Backlash is June, July, August timeframe.
I think SummerSlam will be the next pay-per-view.
No, they'll have something in July. So August is SummerSlam. August is always SummerSlam, right? They'll probably do something along the lines of Extreme Rules or something like that.
That is true.
So, but to keep talking about it, right? I can't stand the fact that Bayley, and I have Jax over in one of my watch parties that I posted saying Bayley 2 belts. She's going legendary status, this, that, and the other thing. Shut up. Right?
Yeah.
I love Jax, but shut up. I'm so over this Bayley story, dude. Like, I don't like the heel turn. I don't like the character. I can't get behind it. I think she's great in the ring. I think she's a very good in-ring performer.
Yep. I don't like the whole Karen turn.
I've never thought of it like that. We got Ralph Delavecchio chiming in, guys. Make sure you check out Ralph every Wednesday night over here on HUD Radio on The Fix with the man sitting in the background tonight, the one, the only, Mr. Frank Vespi. We thank Frank for joining us tonight. Mr. Ryan Brodo is typically here, but he is currently without power. So we send a big air-conditioned shout-out to Ryan Brodo. Brian Daly chiming in with the Hockey Happy Hour. Guys, Tuesday night, the long-awaited, highly anticipated Chris Pronger interview will not be on Thursday. It will be on Tuesday night. So I know it was supposed to happen this last Thursday, but due to some weather issues up in the Northeast, most of your fellas at the Hockey Happy Hour couldn't make it. So, Hockey Happy Hour, Tuesday night with, there it is right there, Chris Pronger, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Check it out, guys. This is not going to be one you're going to want to miss. And then, so we thank Brian Daly for chiming in.
Back to that sense of the whole Bayley thing.
Yeah.
I did bring up the pay-per-view schedule.
Okay.
So the next one is Extreme Rules. So I could see a potential rematch at Extreme Rules that sets up for that Sasha Bayley Smackdown feud into SummerSlam, which is in August. Backlash being June 14th, Extreme Rules July 19th, SummerSlam August 23rd. with a potential takeover around August. But we're not.
So here's what we'll do. We'll put a pin because see, Bailey's not doing anything with her title come Backlash. I don't believe, right?
I don't think so either.
So it'll be very interesting to see how that plays out. What they're going to do with Bailey and Sasha at Backlash. Let's go to Edie Zahari here. He's got a lengthy little comment here. This is my opinion about putting the women's tag titles on Sasha Banks and Bailey. It's good because they will grow their tension more, and Sasha Banks will play mind games with Bailey, while the Bailey ego about winning the title, I guess, will grow and won't focus on Sasha Banks coming for her, so the Iconics or Alexa and Nikki Cross can win the titles back. I don't hate it. Okay,
No.
that's what's going to happen.
I do see where he's coming from with the whole Bailey's not going to see Sasha coming because she's so focused on being Bailey 2 belts.
Well, oh God, I can't believe you copied it too. Jax is sitting somewhere loving that moment. But no, I get it, right? That's where this story's gonna go. It's gonna go with, Bailey continuing to be an egotistical person that she is right now, kind of trying to overshadow Sasha Banks. But here's Sasha. Sasha's the reason why they are women's tag team champions.
Nope.
And you could have the argument that Sasha Banks is the reason why Bailey is still champion. And she's going to keep playing that up. And with Bailey being ungrateful and selfish and this, that, and the other thing.
Sasha can say, she's the one that helped Bailey win at SummerSlam. She's the one that helped, Bailey retain over Tamina. So, I mean...
Exactly. Everything Bailey's done has been because of Sasha.
Yep.
Like Sasha, don't like Sasha. I know she's Chrome's favorite WWE superstar right now. There's a sarcasm in there. Speaking of Chrome, great segue. Thursday night, live on Lazy Booking, the manager of champions, the OG whistleblower himself, Bill Alfonso, will be live on the program, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Guys, that's another one you're not going to want to miss. What stories will Mr. Alfonso tell of the legendary ECW and ECW arena? Okay.
Man,
now,
I wish I wasn't working for that one.
No, I moved my days around so I could be off for that one. Big shout out to Bowie, by the way, for making that happen. But no, having Sasha play the mind games is fine. It's okay. It's just taking too long.
What is this? The female version of the game, Triple H?
Stop talking. But no, it's just one of those things where you've drug it out too long for me. Now, when it happens, it's not going to have the same shock factor to me. It's going to be more.
It's too obvious.
It's not even that. It's going to be more along the lines of, thank God it happened. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm going to be with it when it finally does happen, because now we're going to transition into something different. Now we're not going to hear the same tired promo over and over and over again coming out of Sasha's mouth, coming out of Bailey's mouth.
I was going to say, what promo's been coming out of her mouth, because Bailey's the one who's been doing all the talking.
That's what I meant, so I corrected myself. It worked out, though, until you called me out on it, you dickhead. Well, please stop. For the love of God, stop. And it's actually really interesting, because if you go back to Raw, right, we have Damien over on YouTube chiming in saying, what's up, Damien? We're just sitting here talking about a little wrestling. We're getting ready to talk about NXT Takeover in your house in just a little bit. But Nikki Cross actually lost to Billie Kay with Billie Kay's new boyfriend stealer sit-out slam. That's what they're calling it. I just read the note.
Oh, okay. I believe it's just a hell of a name for a finisher.
Well, I mean, it's Billie Kay.
Yeah.
Damien says, Sasha going to probably do it at WrestleMania next year. That would be literally my worst nightmare. Like, I've never weeped over wrestling storylines. I've weeped over like real life things that have happened in the world of professional wrestling, like Owen's death, Eddie's death. But this will make me weep tears of pain and sadness.
What, to hold this off till next year?
Son of a bitch, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I mean, Vince has been known to just say screw a storyline and then pick it back up, later on down the line.
No. I mean, like, no. That's a horrid idea.
It is a horrid idea, but come on, this is WWE logic we're talking about here.
You can't keep using that. Like that's my line, but you can't keep using that.
I'll keep using it to the day I die, sir.
I can arrange for that. But no, so all right. Obviously we know that Bayley and Sasha winning the tag titles sucked. It was horrible. Nobody liked it. With that being said, let's go from one tag team catastrophe.
Catastrophe?
I said catastrophe.
Yeah.
I don't know what you heard, but I said catastrophe.
I heard catastrophe.
Well, we're going to call that lag. Okay, it's a neat little thing. It happens every once in a while. Let's go from one catastrophe to another. I did it again. Son of a bitch.
I knew it.
We go. I don't care what Vespi says. Well, no, because it's crap and catastrophe all mixed in one.
Hey, it works.
Because the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders, they have another bout this week on Monday Night Raw. Damien, before I get to that, Damien says, Vince screws everybody, even his own company. We know. We know. Vince screws people that don't even work for him. Okay? So, no, they're not in a basketball game. No, it's not axe throwing. It's not golf this week. What is it? Bowling.
What's next? A swimming contest?
Again, stop giving them ideas. If I see a swimming contest show up in one of the next few weeks, I'm going to drive to your house and I'm going to slap you in the face with a rock.
I mean, these can't get much worse. I mean, seriously.
It can. It absolutely can.
What are we going to climb a rope next to?
Maybe. I don't know. Like, we don't know what we're doing with our tag team titles on any brand.
Correct.
Like, tag team wrestling has taken such a hit over the last few years. Years.
That just leads me to believe the rumors about Vince are true. He hates tag team wrestling, and I don't know why.
Well, so Bischoff puts it one way, because Bischoff hates tag team wrestling too. But Bischoff hates it for a different reason. And I wonder if this is Vince's reason. Think about this for a second. Okay. You have a match. You have a singles match. You have wrestler 1 and wrestler 2. I'm only paying 2 guys to fight this singles match. I only have to pay 2 guys to do this feud. Okay?
Correct.
But now we have a tag team match. Now you have wrestlers 1 and wrestlers 3 versus wrestler 2 and wrestler 4. Now I have to pay 4 guys through this contest. And these 4 guys can't fight each other every single week. Right? So now I need wrestlers 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 to create a division. Now I have to pay 12 guys when I could probably get away with just paying 6 or 7. Damien says next week it's going to be a decathlon. It was announced on...
Decathlon, huh?
Is it...
I prefer Eddie's comment right back real quick. Yeah, there we go. I prefer that one.
Drinking beer contest, Viking styles, make it happen. I mean, I wouldn't hate it, but...
But we probably wouldn't see it because of it being a PG-ish type show.
Yeah, but is it... I think he means decathlon. Okay, yeah. Christopher Rhodes chimes in decathlon. Thank you, Damien. Thank you, Christopher. Appreciate that, guys. Why? Just like...
I mean, everything else has been one event. So why not do it? So if they do a decathlon, I guess they are swimming next week, maybe.
I mean, but what's the point? What? I'll hit you with a rock. What's the point? I don't
know.
get it.
Are they trying to extend this feud too till like Backlash? Are they trying to extend it past Backlash?
I mean, it's not even on the card for Backlash though. Nothing. Let me look here. I have the card right here for Backlash. You have you don't even have them on the card. You have no tag title on the card. Which, speaking of tag champions, who the hell are the Smackdown Tag Champions? Is it still the New Day?
Yes.
Because you'd never know. Because what's the New Day doing over on SmackDown? They're having a 6-man tag team match with friggin' Shorty G going up against Shinsuke Nakamura, Cesaro, and Mojo friggin' Rawley. What are we doing here? So let me see if I understand this correctly. Walk me through how this makes sense. Monday night on Raw, you have your Raw Tag Team Champions in a bowling match. Wednesday night, your Tag Team Champions aren't even on the goddamn program. Right?
Yep.
But we have a match to determine who's going to fight Chuckles and Giggles at the next event. Okay. And then on SmackDown, you have your tag team champions, arguably one of the most over teams in the history of tag team wrestling. They're in a 6-man tag team match with 2 glorified jobbers in Shorty G and Mojo Rawley, who I couldn't care less for.
Did he get invited to SmackDown, or is he moved over because of draft reasons?
I stopped caring.
Okay.
Eddie over on YouTube chiming in. I know that all segment horrible for wrestling company, but at least it's entertaining and made me laugh during chaos happening in the world. Dude, trust me. I absolutely agree with you. While all of this absolutely sucks, especially the bowling segment sucked. And I used to bowl. Okay, that was the most athletic thing I've ever done was bowl.
I really want to see you bowling because that just might make me laugh.
Oh, I'd whoop your ass.
Oh, you probably would, but still, that's not the point. I feel like I'd laugh my ass off watching you try to bowl.
Okay, you're on. We'll make this happen. All right. But like, and it's an escape from the world and all the craziness that's happening in there. I'm about it, but damn it, guys, put out something a little entertaining. Christopher Rhodes says, "Get your tag team fix in AEW."
I mean, the last name said it all, right?
Yeah, I think there's some biasness there. I really do. I don't know. This Rhodes fella, I question his credibility at this point now. And then we got the Godfather, the man himself, Thomas Arnone, chiming in, saying, "To the poll, I agree, so I don't get fined." That's probably the best answer he's had. Damien, God, man, can you Damien. Let's talk, Damien. Let's talk. You're going to come on here and you're going to tell me that there's a decathlon on Monday and next week a pie eating contest. I hope to God you're kidding. 2, because that's a go-home show for Backlash, and you're going to put a pie eating contest on there. 2, can you give me some news that just isn't going to make me want to just throw the show my computer halfway across the room? What are you looking up? He goes on to add, how about have them mud wrestle for the tag titles? This isn't 99. We don't do that anymore. Oh, wait. Christopher Rhodes has helped himself. Wait. He's turncoat. He's what Benedict Arnold. SmackDown has been great. Raw has been great. Put up the next one, Frank. I can't get into AEW. I love this man. This man, I don't care if he is a turncoat. This man right here He understands that AEW is a rough product to get into. Get this man a medal. But you've got the last name Rhodes. How are you not on their side? What's happening here? Oh, man. By the way, guys, don't forget with Thomas Arnone chiming in, I got to give him his special little shout out. You can find Tom, on Agree to Disagree every Sunday and AM in the PM every Wednesday, and really, honestly, any other damn show he so well pleases to be on. But he will also be on Birds of a Feather as they continue their NFL draft to see who has the best team at the end of it. I saw Jake Friel chime in. Jake Friel is the host of the Weekly Roundup. If you missed it, check out him and Steve. They were on earlier today. They talked about everything across the spectrum. Check them out on the replays with Apple Podcasts and Google Play. Also YouTube after this show is over. So, that being said. Oh, wait, no, put it. AEW is WCW 2.0. And then Rhodes goes on to say Jericho and Tyson. Are those like him leaving emojis? Is that what that is?
That's trash emojis.
Oh, that's trash emojis. I can't see from where I'm sitting. It's too far.
That's somebody throwing trash in the garbage can emoji.
Okay. Yeah, that was probably the worst segment I've ever seen on professional wrestling. And I watched Katie Vick.
Oh, do we have to go there?
No. Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood will always be Dawson and Dash. They will. They might be the saviors of AEW for me. I might actually tune in. Between them and Cody Rhodes, you have me interested.
I was going to say, they might get the division going.
Side note, let's Christopher, a moment of your time, sir. If you have any relation to the Rhodes, can we get some hookups? Is that possible? And if you're not, can you fake it to get us some hookups? So I need you working on that, like today. So this week in wrestling, as you can tell, I've had an interesting day. Karaoke came back last night with DJ Blackjack at Baker Street. That was absolutely insane. Work today was chaotic in a weird kind of we were slow way. And now I'm here with Chuckles McGee and the fam, and we're talking wrestling. How much better can my life get right now? Why? Just why you got to ruin a good moment?
Who said that was ruining it? I was dancing.
That's ruining it.
Oh, Lord. Loaded.
Aleister Black defeated Seth Rollins Monday night on Raw. The show opened up with a Seth Rollins promo. Can we talk about just how on point Seth Rollins is with, even though this character is kind of in a state of limbo, he's still on point with it. And
I mean, it's Seth Rollins. He's usually been on point with his promos.
Exactly. As long as you give him a microphone and you don't overproduce him, he's gonna be fine.
I'm pretty sure Dusty Rhodes trained him in the art of the promo.
Dusty Rhodes promo. Let me tell you about hard times. No, we're not going to do that here.
And then you got Paul Heyman in the back helping him out. I mean, come on now, two great guys in their own right.
Absolutely. Black was able to pin him by reversing a roll up into a roll up of his own. After the match, Murphy and new recruit Austin Theory helped Rollins beat down Black and Humberto Carrillo, who I guess ended up showing up at some point. Don't know on that one. Black and Carrillo both received curb stomps. Brand new U.S. champion Apollo Crews is in action, which means 2 consecutive weeks that the United States title has been defended. I'm pretty sure that's a new record. Let's see if we can go for we might start just a little thing at the bottom. How many times the U.S. title has been consecutively defended in, and we'll just keep track of it throughout the course of the next few weeks.
Well, now that you said it, it's going to be 0 every week.
Well, no, because it was defended last week.
Oh, no, I realize that. But now that you said something, WWE's probably watching going, you know what? Let's not defend it for 3 weeks.
If WWE is sitting there watching our show, 1, I want a proof. 2, we need to talk. Edie chiming back in, saying Seth Rollins versus Dominic's going to happen one day. Believe that. I think it will.
That little session with Dominic, I believe so too.
Yeah, we're going to get to that in just a moment. And then Chris, what did I ever do to you, dude? Best heel character in the business is Bayley. Seth is a close second.
Chris,
What
I love you, man.
are you drinking? What are you drinking? Tell me what you're drinking. Where do I find some? Can I get it in Texas? I mean, man.
This guy is awesome. He is on point tonight.
Well, you only say that because you're a Bayley mark.
Says never mind.
Says what?
Yeah,
Says what? Says what? No. You're going to open your mouth. Come on. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared.
Says the huge Undertaker mark.
At least my guy's good.
My homegirl's good too, but still.
At least my guy qualifies to be the best.
Man, give her a couple more title runs and we'll be good.
Oh, because that makes her the best. Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Hold on. Hold that thought. A Royal Rumble and we'll be good.
No.
That's the only thing she hasn't grabbed is the Royal Rumble.
That doesn't make her the best.
Hey, she's defended every women's title at WrestleMania. She's had Money in the Bank.
I'm sorry, she defended every women's title at WrestleMania?
The main brand ones that count.
Oh, wait, so you're saying Charlotte's current run doesn't count?
I don't think in WWE's eyes it counts as her, next reign.
Are you sure?
I don't think so. They could have changed that by now.
I know. I don't think you know. That's why they put the damn title on her, dude.
I get that, but, they didn't count it beforehand, so why the hell would they count it now?
But still. Winning a title does not make her the best.
I get that.
She is horrible on the mic. No, absolutely not. You can't tomato that qualification. Without that, you're nothing. At least, all right, you take your very best against my very best. Who cuts a better promo, Bayley or The Undertaker?
Undertaker by far.
Okay, who has a better match, Bayley or The Undertaker?
Depends on the day.
Fair point. But in their prime, who has the better match, Bayley or The Undertaker?
It'd probably be Undertaker. I'll give him that.
Exactly. So sit down and shut up. Edie says Christopher versus Ritz promo battle next week confirmed. Hey man, there's a spot open anytime you want. Come on in. I need a different punching bag other than Butters. He doesn't fight back.
At least I got it right this time.
What the hell was... I really need to find a better co-host. Holy shit.
Anyways, back to the...
So that match, the Apollo Crews Kevin Owens match, never really happens. That breaks down to where it's Apollo Crews and Kevin Owens versus Angel Garza and Andrade, with Crews pinning Andrade one more time. And then we go into the garbage dump segment that is bowling. We already talked about Billy Kay and Nikki Cross, so we're going to go right to Rey Mysterio and his son appeared via satellite. Mysterio says he's not sure whether he wants to retire or not, but he'll never forgive Seth Rollins for making the Mysterio family watch Rollins injure Rey's eye. Dominic promised an eye for an eye. That is setting up for Dominic to battle Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Let's look at that, though. So the fact that WWE is going to say, we're going to take Dominic, who really hasn't wrestled. He's been training with his dad. He knows what he's doing. but he's really not wrestled on a level yet.
Mhm.
He's skipping NXT and he's going straight to a program with one of WWE's top stars in Seth Rollins.
It's going to be I wonder how much training Dominic's really going through right now to really be saying, let's throw him up there with a top superstar. I get it, Daddy's, the big star, but even the Rock's daughter's still, training in the Performance Center.
Yeah, but the difference with the Rock's daughter is the Rock's not around. Ray's still around. So it's easy for Ray to say, I'm going to bring my kid with me. Frank Vespi chiming in from the background. An eye for an eye. Dominic turning into a Mesopotamian emperor.
Hammurabi.
Hammurabi. I haven't said that name in years.
Right?
Confirmed. Frank. Why you gotta go school teacher on us? Why, man? Just stick to making dorky comments.
That was kind of dorky, sir.
All right, goofy comments. No, that was a nerdy comment. There's a difference.
Again, tomato.
Says the guy. Never mind. I can't say what I was going to say because I have them too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. But no, that says you have a lot of faith in the Mysterio family. You have a lot of faith in what Ray's been doing. You have a lot of faith in Dominic.
That's because I'm pretty sure Dominic's been training hard. I'm pretty sure Ray's been the one training him, along with plenty of other people. So, then again, I also think Dominic's been training for years now.
Well, yeah. Because down in Mexico, you can start when you're like 7.
You sure ain't at birth they give him a mask and tell him to go in the ring? It's like the doctor pulls him out, slaps him on the butt cheek, makes sure they're, good to go, and says, here's a lucha mask, go make yourself a star?
No, they bring him out of the womb with his head covered in a towel before they don his first mask.
Forgot about the towel.
Well, yeah. His face can't be seen by non-believers. Non-believers of the lucha way.
Loaded.
Pretty much. But yeah, I like where they're going with this. I like where they're going with this Rey Mysterio Dominic thing. It has the potential to do some really good stuff. And we know it's eventually going to lead to Rey passing along the mask and the Rey Mysterio name, because that's what you do in lucha culture. Like Rey didn't get it from his father. Rey got Rey Mysterio from his uncle. Edie's chiming in. If Dominic can take German suplex and F5 bumps, he can wrestle. He also have his dad in his side. No, we know, right? I mean, but you have to take the first thing they teach you is taking bumps, right? So that makes sense. All right, Chrome's second favorite professional wrestler in the entire world, Nia Jax, makes fun of the Kabuki Warriors and promises to expose Asuka as the villain she is at Backlash. Nia also comes out in Asuka war paint, as I refer to it. I don't know how I felt about it.
It's kind of funny to me, honestly. Take off the mask to get the Asuka, paint.
Yeah, I don't know if that's necessary. If you say you're gonna portray her as this villain, why are you gonna mimic her? Why mimic the villain?
My thing is, if you got
and when the hell did Nia become the face in this scenario?
Before I go there with that one, my thing is this: how doesn't that? If you got Nia doing the whole wearing the mask, putting on the paint, the kabuki paint or whatever, how is that not considered? And I hate to say this, but how is that not considered? I don't want to say racist, but like the way things, how have people not taking
bullying?
That too? But how are people not taking it the wrong way? In the world we live in right now,
We're not going down this road.
I'm not going down. I'm just saying, what's the difference in that versus other things that have been done in WWE?
Not going down the road.
Okay.
Because that opens up a dialogue I don't want to have on this program.
All right. Sounds good to me.
All right.
So I don't understand why Nia has become the face in this sense. Because she's supposed to be built up as this dominant heel. Hence why she's been injuring a lot of people lately.
No, I think that's just because she's a shit wrestler.
That too, but still. But I don't know if it's. I don't think WWE knows what they want between Asuka and.
Well, and you got to remember, like, you don't have the fans to help guide what someone is supposed to be. We don't know. How to phrase that? I won't say we don't know, but no one's booing for somebody, no one's cheering for somebody. They're just there.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like you're watching a drama on TV, and you're gonna pick a side. You don't know who's who until they do the dirty deed.
I mean, to me, honestly, it should be obvious as to what side the fans would pick. Who to boo, who to cheer.
They're gonna boo Nia, cheer Asuka?
Exactly.
But that's not the story WWE wants to portray.
I get that. But since when has that stopped them?
And I know having Asuka come out and speak in Japanese is fantastic, but not having Asuka cut a promo or do anything other than just shout in angry Japanese, you're not doing us any justice. Like, give me a bone, throw me an olive branch, do something, drop a line.
What are you talking about?
Huh? No, you legit cut out. What'd you say?
Oh, you said throw you an olive branch. I said you'd eat the whole olive branch. Well,
no, it depends. What color are they? Green or black?
Whichever one you like the best.
Green. I don't do black olives. They're nasty.
All right, then.
Actually, I think olive branches are green. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I can't get behind this Nia is going to expose Asuka thing. I think it's a wrong promo to go have her come out and say, you just
because it doesn't look good for her to be the face and Asuka to attempt to be the heel because the promos are bad.
You need to come out and you need to do the whole I'm just going to beat you.
That's all Asuka. That's all Nia really needs to do is I'm here. I'm beating your ass. Done.
So to play off of Damien's comment here, Damien says WWE doesn't know what the hell they want in general. I don't know if it's they don't know what they want. I think they're working with such limited talent because you are seeing a lot of talent appear throughout the show in one way or another, especially on the heel side.
And not to mention it's we're seeing the same talent over and over each week. We're not seeing any kind of interim talent. We're not seeing any kind of, local talent. We're not seeing a shakeup every week of, who's fighting who. It's always the same thing every week, with the Seth Rollins group, the Aleister Black, Nia Jackson, Asuka. It's the same, like 10 people over and over each week.
Right. And
so it's kind of hard to keep up that same.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell multiple stories. So there's that. That's part one, right? I'm gonna get to that in 1 second. Part one is you're gonna have to tell multiple stories with a limited cast of characters, right? That always gets super difficult.
Yeah.
But part two is, and I alluded to it earlier with not having the fans. As much as I like these empty arena shows and everything like that, when you don't have the fans, there's no guide, there's no direction. They don't get their feedback till after something's already happened.
Yep.
We're not getting it during. A lot of people are watching it on Twitter. Some people may tweet about it during it, but most of them are going to wait till afterwards.
Well,
right?
And even those that are tweeting during it, you're not going to really get that tweet. You're not really going to get that message until after it's happened to know whether or not it was the right way to do it.
Exactly. So Edie chiming back in. There are reports this week from Raw that Kairi Sane.
I know where he's going with this. So Kairi Sane was injured this week. I don't know if you saw the forehead bump she took.
No, I did not.
So she had a gash in her head from hitting the steel steps.
I heard about that.
So everybody's blaming Nia.
Shock.
But the problem is, it's Nia throws her into the steps. She's supposed to, Kairi's supposed to hit her head on the steps. Boom, but deal is supposedly Kyrie was the one to blame for that. Kyrie was the one that hit her head too hard. She got a little overzealous, hit her head too hard, split her head wide open. Everybody's trying to blame. They actually cut the segment a little bit because since it was pre-taped, they could edit that part out. All it is you come out to Nia throws her in, they come back, medics are tending to her, they go back to the match, boom and done.
Okay.
But the reports right now is that it's Kyra's fault, but everybody still wants to blame Nia, saying Nia's, bad in the ring. Yes, we get it. Nia hurt people. Nia's, shit in the ring here lately. But if it truly is Kyrie's fault, why are you trying to blame Nia on this one?
Because it's Nia and they can.
This is very true. And the whole Buckle Bomb being banned is a totally different story.
Yeah, the Buckle Bomb, it doesn't bother me, banned or unbanned. I actually like the move. I really do.
I just think they needed, like back with the Shooting Star Press, they had it banned for a while until Evan Bourne proved to them that he could do it properly without injuring somebody.
Exactly, right. And it's a mix of who's doing it, who's taking it.
Yep.
Who's doing the move, who's taking the move, who's where are you doing it on the turnbuckle where you actually have proper support, or you're trying to do it to a steel step or a barrier or something of that nature where there's not the same kind of support as you would get from the belt from the buckle.
Try to use Sting versus Seth Rollins as the point of why it needed to be banned, but Sting even come out and said, that one was his fault. I didn't take the move like I was properly supposed to.
Just like Finn.
Everybody tries to blame Seth for it, but it's like the other person comes out and say, whoa, wait a second, don't blame him. That was my bad.
Well, and everybody's so quick to blame the person doing the move.
Yep.
You have to remember that a lot of moves in this sport, it's a two-way street, right?
There's two sides to every story, and there's two people to every match.
Right. So it's how the move was executed and how the move was received. Did they brace themselves? Like Austin breaking his neck. That's Owen Hart's fault. Right? He positioned Austin wrong. Austin couldn't do anything about it.
Correct.
But Finn Balor tearing his shoulder or whatever that was, that's Finn's fault. Right?
Finn had his shoulder positioned wrong.
Exactly. Triple H tearing his quad. Triple H's fault.
The AJ Styles, Styles Clash, what was it, the indie scene where he injured somebody's neck. That was the other person's fault. He even come out and said it because he didn't put his neck in the proper position.
Correct. And so Eddie over on YouTube, so Seth can't use it anymore.
I don't
That's
think
what it's
using it.
Seth hasn't been using it for a while. He typically only uses that in like the end all be all matches. For like a storyline or something like that. But yeah, as it's looking like they're not going to. Damian keeps going on. WWE doesn't know what the hell they're doing. Just look at where they're going with the hacker bullshit. I actually think the hacker thing is supposed to be a long, drawn out story. I think that's the point of it. No, not to the level of Sasha Banks because we don't get it every week, right?
Yeah.
You only get the hacker showing up at certain pivotal moments, and they're changing one story for another, right? So you don't get it every week. I think that's okay. The hacker thing's okay because we get it in the right amounts. We get it when necessary. Like it's not even referenced on Raw or SmackDown this week.
Yeah.
And so it's no harm, no foul in my book.
I mean, it gave us a great WrestleMania moment with Otis and Mandy. Oh, yeah.
Still happy about that. So happy about that. Rob Gronkowski has lost the 24/7 title to R-Truth.
Oh, that video was hilarious. I was like, how do you... I get it, it's a setup, but how do you not know your Gardner or whoever the hell R-Truth was trying to be made it so obvious that it was freaking R-Truth.
But see, I will go like it's Rob Gronkowski. He doesn't even know like half the things he does. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, he's friends with Mojo. It says a lot about a person. And then Drew McIntyre defeated MVP. Lana showed up before the match to cause a distraction. MVP ate a Claymore kick, and then Lashley put McIntyre into the full Nelson.
Supposedly, speaking of MVP, supposedly he has actually been moved as to a full-time active roster wrestler.
Oh. No.
He was a producer, and now he's apparently a full-time active roster.
Oh, God help me.
I guess it's a way to sign.
Wait. Nope. Not that comment. Put yours up there, Chuckles. No, not that one either. You know which one I want you to put up. How would everyone react if the hacker turned out to be Hornswoggle?
First off, the arms and body ain't short enough to be a Hornswoggle. Sorry.
Is Ralph available? Can I get Ralph in the back? He'll just make Undertaker comments all night. Like what are you doing back there, Frank? How would everyone react if the hacker turned out to be Hornswoggle? I don't know.
I mean, it'd be about as bad as the anonymous Raw GM being Hornswoggle.
What if the hacker is Sasha? No, stop. Now y'all just being goofy.
Goof.
Hey, man, I'm trying to multitask over here. We're going to skip NXT because once we do SmackDown, we're going to talk about NXT TakeOver in your house. So we'll work on that go-home show here in a moment. But over on SmackDown, Jeff Hardy opens up the show talking about last week's incident. He doubted himself, but he knows he didn't slip. Eyewitnesses say they saw a man with red hair and a red beard, real original, run away from the accident, which is why he returned to fight Sheamus. Sheamus interrupted, calling Jeff Hardy a junkie, insulted his family until Jeff attacked him. Sheamus levels Hardy with a bro kick and tossed him into the ringside plexiglass. Mandy Rose so this Jeff Hardy thing, I saw Mandy Rose. I wanted to keep reading.
Of course you did.
Yeah, we'll call it reading. Jeff Hardy, this Jeff Hardy thing, I could care less. I honestly could. We talked about it last week. I think it's stupid that they are.
It's bad enough to bring up his past, and then really and truly, it's bad enough to keep going at it with the junkie, the drunkard.
Like, this isn't Turning Point 2009.
Yep.
Right? It's just not.
It's a bad angle that's just going to end in quick manner like all these feuds do.
I don't understand why we're doing it when it's just like you can find such a better reason for these two to have a brawl. If you want these two to brawl, Sheamus is Irish. They just like to fight. Where's Finley's music?
Right?
God. Mandy Rose and Otis tried lifting King Corbin's crown. He was very upset. This leads to Otis.
Otis was wearing it walking away.
Oh, did I say tried? Lifted Otis. Again, I'm multitasking. Otis defeated King Corbin by disqualification when Corbin attacked him with a chair. Otis more or less no-sold the attack and hit Corbin with the caterpillar. Stop dancing.
Hey, it's Otis.
It is a miracle anybody married you.
Hey, she loves me.
I don't know why. Now, the overarching story throughout all of SmackDown yesterday was the fact that The Miz and Morrison decided they were going to poke the bear and fuck with Braun Strowman. So, before we get into what they actually do, I want to know, like, let's take out the fact that this is a show, right? And this was written this way. But if you are walking down the road and you see a guy that looks like Braun Strowman just walking around aimlessly, in what world Do you say to yourself, self, I'm going to go screw with that guy?
The jackass world.
Not even there. Not even there do
Oh,
they
yes, they would.
say, I'm
Yes,
going to go
they
poke
would.
it with a stick. Like that.
Really?
I don't think
Seen some of the ones
so.
that they've done on Jackass? They would
I
poke the
don't,
bear with a stick.
I don't think, like, no. Steve-O's not that stupid.
Exactly.
But still.
No.
No, 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 no,
They
no, no, no.
are that dumb.
They are that dumb. But, like, and don't get me wrong, it made for great TV last night.
It did, but that's the only world where you would see some dumbass decide, hey, that's a big dude. Let's fuck with him.
Because they give him a shaken up drink. They try to slime him, but they end up sliming Caleb Braxton. So that was funny.
Hey, they got a little bit on him, so they called that a good one.
They broke Braun Strowman's car windshield with a baseball bat and a golf club. So now we've skipped from childish pranks to property damage.
Hey, Damien Estrada said Punk would do it.
I remember Punked.
So, boom, in your face. People would do it.
God, Punked would have been so much better now. Could you imagine Punk now with the world of social media?
I can imagine Punk in a world right now where they would just end up getting their ass handed to them.
Like I said, Punked in a world of social media.
Yeah, exactly.
But then, how does Braun Strowman get his revenge? He doesn't go just hang them by their belt loops on a coat hook or some practical joke. No. We go to property damage and attempted murder. Because they're in a van with all this electrical equipment and everything like that, and Braun decides to tip it over. Just like, why?
I mean,
Why do you hate me?
I mean, you poked the bear. I mean, you poked the bear.
So what did we learn today, kids?
Don't mess with the bull because you get the horns.
Pretty much. Which I still don't understand why they're doing the 2-on-1 handicap match at Backlash. If Miz and Morrison win the title, it won't be fun for anybody in this company for that week.
I think if Miz and Morrison end up winning, I think it's whoever's going to pin him will end up with the title.
It will. I'll tell you what. If that happens, it will not be a fun time for anybody in this company for that week. I will go on every single show, and I will vent my anger and my rage.
But would you vent your anger and rage if it was John Morrison winning the title?
I would vent my anger and rage because John Morrison winning the WWE title should not happen in a 2-on-1 handicap match. Are you daft? Have you taken leave of your senses? Did common sense knock on the door and say, no, we don't? Did you say, no, we don't want any? Did you turn away basic logic?
No, but I mean, it's just the simple sense of, people want to see Morrison with a title. They give it to him. Braun Strowman whoops his ass the next pay-per-view. Done and done.
No. I said no, damn it.
Hey, it's a logic that, we'll never understand.
Did you just, in a backdoor kind of comment, say WWE logic? Is that what you just did there?
Not what I was meaning to say, but sure, we'll go with it.
Ugh. Damien says, this storyline sounds like something that would be on Mad TV. Holy shit. Mad TV.
He's looking like a man.
Vince wants everybody to die. Damn. I don't think he wants everybody to die. Damn.
Putting limousine at Vince.
So, Lacey Evans defeated Sonya Deville. Mandy Rose appeared on the screen to distract Deville, leaving her open for Evans' women's right. I thought this Mandy Rose Sonya Deville thing was supposed to be over with. So I don't understand why we're still going back to it.
I think they want a big blowout feud.
But they had their match already. You gave it to me on free TV.
I think they want the big blowout at SummerSlam. I think they're still building that one up. Because think of it this way: what can you do at SummerSlam right now with the limited roster you have?
But what's to say they have a limited roster? Florida said that you can go to like 50% capacity for WWE and AEW shows. Bring the motherfuckers back in. Bring everybody back. Let's go.
But are you going to pack them 6 feet apart?
Like I said, bring everybody back. Like we're all right. I'm not gonna go on this tirade, but we're at the point where it's okay to start weaning back in.
Yep.
To things, right? Easing our way back into it, and do it slowly so that if you realize, hey, you know what, the rope's gonna break, you can pull yourself back to safety, right? But give a little bit.
I wouldn't mind seeing some fans back in the stadium just to kind of get that, feel for, is this the right way we need to go? Is this the right, do we need to go left? Do we need to go right? Do we need, should we stay in the middle some more?
Exactly. Renee Young hosts a face-to-face confrontation between Intercontinental Championship Tournament finalists Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles ahead of their match next week to crown the new Intercontinental Champion. Bryan convinced Styles to give Drew Gulak a fight tonight. Gulak actually ends up countering the Styles clash and pins the former WWE champion.
I like it.
I like it. I like, but, and I've said it before, I like the Daniel Bryan, Drew Gulak dynamic. I like AJ Styles being inserted into this. The three of these guys together is going to make some good TV.
Now, are we going to see Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles mix it up for the Intercontinental title and Drew Gulak going to screw over Bryan?
No, I don't think yet. I don't think he's going to do it yet.
Because, like I said, I wouldn't mind AJ winning that IC title, but if they do that route, like I said, do we see that?
I think we do. I think we do see it. It's but like I said, I don't think we see it right away. I think we see it a little bit down the road, and I think it's mutual. I don't think it's a screw job. I think it's a mutual. All right, we're here now. You do your own thing, kind of thing. I refuse to talk. Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus is made official for Backlash. Yay! I refuse to talk anymore about the New Day and Shorty G because I think that's a waste of the New Day talent.
I almost wish I was able to watch NASCAR next Wednesday, only because you have AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan as Grand Marshals, because I kind of want to see what they would do with that.
Oh, there's going to be something for that'll. They'll get into it. 100% they get into it.
Exactly why I would love to see that.
And we already talked about Sasha Banks and Bayley. So, shut up. Let's get to NXT. NXT saw the Cruiserweight tournament finals. We also saw the go-home show for NXT in your house. Edie chiming in. There are rumors that AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan's match next week is unbelievable. So it'll be a banger and probably their best match between them.
I've actually heard the same rumors.
So let's get into NXT though, because there's something interesting, and we'll get to it in a moment regarding the Cruiserweight title and everything that happened there. That's obviously the big story coming out of, what's the word I'm looking for here? Greg Malakovic. You can find Greg on Agree to Disagree and AM in the PM when he decides to show up on time, saying, "Hi guys, what's up, fellas? I didn't watch Friday yet, but I disagree to the poll. I'm growing old with their stories. You're just growing old. Unless Sasha finally beats up Bayley." Again, smartest thing he's ever said. I love it how Greg brings his A game to the show he's not on. That was funny. Laugh. Thank you. I love picking on him. It is one of my favorite things to do because he's such a genuinely nice guy that like it's just fun to turn around and pick on him.
Woo.
Don't lie to me. Greg's saying he's always on his A game. Maybe an E.
You sure it ain't Z from the way I'm hearing everything?
No, it's he brings his A game to eating.
Did you just say to eating?
I did. Candice LeRae and Mia Yim ended a double count out. Obviously, we know that Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae are having this feud with Keith Lee and Mia Yim. Johnny and Candice are obviously married, with Keith Lee and Mia Yim dating. Over the loudspeaker, William Regal announces that this brawl will turn into a mixed tag team match where Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano will defeat Mia Yim and Keith Lee. The reason this goes to a tag team match is because members of the women's roster tries to pull them apart, then a group of referees, until Gargano and Keith Lee enter to support their significant others, and the couples have a standoff. After the match, Candice LeRae pins Mia Yim with a roll-up after Gargano stabbed Lee in the eye with his car keys. What? Gargano...
Wait. Did you say car keys?
Car keys.
So we're copying AEW now?
Yes. And Gargano stood over Lee's title. Johnny stood over Lee's title after the match. We know that Tommaso Ciampa and Karrion Kross will meet Sunday night, tomorrow night. So there's a little video package regarding that, followed by a promo from Ciampa. Dexter Lumis was asked who he thinks will win this week's NXT Championship match. He doesn't say a word, leaves the scene, returns with an easel, and starts to draw. I literally can't make that up.
Hey, it was a good drawing at the end of it.
And I don't know what to do with that.
I mean, it was a really good drawing.
But I don't know. How do I give commentary on that?
Is that supposed to be his pick?
I don't know. We're not playing charades. Open your mouth.
I mean,
God gave you vocal cords. Use them.
I mean, I guess Dexter Lumis wants to play charades, so why not?
You gonna go play charades with Dexter Lumis?
No.
Then shut up.
I'm just saying.
No.
I mean, hey, he's doing a lot better than Shelton Benjamin with saying nothing at all.
Fair point. But I mean, he draws a picture of himself driving a car with UE tied up in the back. That's kidnapping.
You mean the same thing they've been doing all week? Or every week so far with all these other wrestlers? Kidnapping them on NXT and nobody,
Yeah, I want some explanation on that.
Exactly.
Isaiah,
comment for later.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that in a minute. We'll have Frank put it back up here in a second, Edie. Isaiah Swerve Scott defeats Tony Nese. I could care less. Breezango returns to defeat the Undisputed Era's Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong, Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch to earn a shot at the NXT Tag Team titles. Imperium enters the venue after the match, and Malcolm Bevins and Indus Sher enter after them. All three teams stared down at each other until the commercial break. There's a little promo with Chelsea Green and Robert Stone. Green said after her win with Charlotte Flair, she'll be the hottest she's ever been, and then she fires Robert Stone. Big fucking whoop.
That's like it made no sense. It's like you got a good thing going, and then boom.
Santana Garrett defeated Aaliyah, who was supported by Robert Stone during the match.
Hey,
so now,
Garrett.
Yeah. There's a video package regarding the upcoming NXT Women's Championship Triple Threat with a similar format to the one for the In Your House NXT Championship match. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Cam and Kevin Grimes and Bronson Reed have a match where Grimes wins with the cave-in. Karrion Kross appears in the ring, hits the Doomsday Saito on Reed, and cuts a promo on Ciampa. Announced for this week's In Your House, a 6-woman tag team match. Mia Yim, Tegan Knox, and Shotzi Blackheart versus Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, and Raquel Gonzalez. But, and that's all fine and dandy, right? That's just a filler match.
I mean, it ought to be good.
It'll be great. It'll be a great match.
It's just confusing. Just a random.
I think it's for time. I think they plotted the match out and went, shit, we need another match for time.
Okay. I mean, I'm still cool with it because, like you said, it's still going to be a great match overall.
So let's talk about the NXT Cruiserweight Championship Tournament Final.
El Hijo del Fantasma versus Drake Maverick.
And Phantasm wins this match. But do you notice how they don't refer to it as the interim NXT Cruiserweight Championship?
Yep.
Reports are coming out that Jordan Devlin I really like the fact of them having this interim champion. I was really getting behind it because it was going to set up for whoever this person was to fight Jordan Devlin.
I still think they're going to do that.
I think they will too, but the stakes would be so much higher.
Yeah, but you can still pull the Shawn Michaels Razor Ramon thing going here.
Because he would still have a title.
Exactly. You're not the because I don't think they called it the interim title back then. So I mean, you still have a chance to pull the Razor Ramon Shawn Michaels thing right here.
Yeah. So like we said, Phantasm wins. Maverick is making what looks like his WWE exit until Triple H comes out with an NXT contract, which Maverick signs. So the Cinderella story comes true. Drake Maverick re-signs with the WWE and NXT officially. I don't ever think he was really let go. I think this was all a work.
I think he was. I think what turned it around for him was that hellacious promo on social media. I think
and how everybody got behind him. I think that helped him a lot.
I was going to say, W was like, holy shit, I think we got something here.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
You know what's funny, though? I seen a picture today. Phantasma's mother decided to get a tattoo for her son's, golden moment. On her wrist is a tattoo of the Cruiserweight Championship with Wednesday's date under it.
Sure. Okay.
Hey, Mom, baby boy.
God help us. All right. Let's talk about NXT Takeover in your house, live from the WWE Performance Center tomorrow night. We're going to start off with Tommaso Ciampa versus Karrion Kross.
Kross is winning this one hands down.
He has to.
Don't get me. I think this is just a match a debut pay-per-view match to make Karrion Kross look good, and who better to do it with than Tommaso Ciampa himself?
And I think it's the right thing to do for this story.
Yep.
That they have right now. I think having the story there, having Tommaso Ciampa just be that like they're gonna push him to be a psycho. To be psycho killer.
That and there really isn't any kind of local talent or somebody small he could beat up at the pay-per-view with everything going on. So
right.
Throw him into that, throw one of the big guys to the wolves, and I'm pretty sure Ciampa.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure Ciampa was like, "Hey, let's do this. I wouldn't mind, going at it with this boy."
So we can agree that Karrion Kross is going to win this match here.
Yeah.
Finn Balor versus Damian Priest, and David Rosca agrees that Karrion Kross will win it. Also, I looked back at Edie's comment because he had his predictions dropped in. So he has Karrion Kross winning as well. Keith Lee versus Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American Championship. I think Keith Lee keeps it here. I don't think Johnny wins just yet.
I think so too. I think Keith Lee. They're going to put on a hell of a match. I think they're going. I think this right here is going to be the roof blower match.
You think this will be the roof blower?
Yeah.
I think you're wrong. I think Adam Cole, Velveteen Dream take it. But we'll talk about that. I think Keith Lee winning here is the right move to make. You keep the storyline rolling with Johnny Gargano wanting that NXT North American title back.
Yep.
You keep the storyline going with him having an issue with Keith Lee. You keep the storyline going of Mia Yim and Candice LeRae staying relevant in it, because we're going to see that in their 6-woman tag match.
I wouldn't be surprised if both ladies got involved in this match. I would be surprised if neither one of them got involved in this match.
I think it depends on where their match takes place in the card. If their match happens beforehand, then they absolutely get involved.
I feel like the women's match will open it.
No, I think Balor versus Priest opens it. Because I could care less. I love Finn Balor, and I think Damian Priest is a good wrestler. They've just done nothing with this story to keep me in the mix.
I feel like Priest is winning that one.
And I think he will too. I don't think they haven't done enough to keep me invested in that particular story.
I think that was just a filler feud to give Balor something to do.
I think so too. So yeah, I think depending on how Keith Lee, Johnny Gargano, like where these two matches, the 6-women tag match and the North American title match, where they are in the lineup will determine if we see the women getting involved or not.
Yeah.
Edie saying Johnny Gargano will win by cheat, so Keith Lee can go for NXT Championship. I think that's the next story. That is a good possibility. I don't think so, though. I don't think yet. I don't think it's the right time to do it yet. I think down the line, Johnny takes the title off of Keith Lee, but not here. Finn Balor, Damian Priest, we just talked about. We think Damian does win. Let's go to the 6-women tag team match. Mia Yim, Shotzi Blackheart, and Tegan Nox versus Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, and Raquel Gonzalez.
I see the heels winning this one.
I do too, just because they have a track record of the heels winning.
Yep.
Oh, hey, look. Chef showed up. Took him long enough.
Hey, buddy.
Oy. Bayley 2 belts. It's just horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
Bayley 2 belts. Bayley 2 belts. Woo, woo.
Yeah, I like. So Damian chiming in. Adam Cole loses the title and goes to Raw. If Adam Cole loses the title, then expect all of Undisputed Era to go to Raw. It will not be just Adam Cole.
And that honestly, that would be a good call up right now with everything on Raw.
Jesus Christ, Andrew!
What just happened?
Andrew says Bayley gonna get pregnant next. Good Lord, man!
Oh, don't!
How do we get there? What's happening?
Don't you bring that evil on my girl, boy?
And Roscoe wants Adam Cole to keep the NXT Championship, bring it to Raw or SmackDown. Not gonna happen. Nope. Move on.
Never gonna happen. I see Velveteen winning that match.
I do too, because they put the stipulation. If Dream loses, he can no longer challenge for the NXT Championship while Cole is still champion.
But you notice that. But you notice how that stipulation is there only till. So the moment Cole loses that championship, Velveteen can be right back in that.
Correct, because you only use the you can never challenge for it again when it's right before someone's career is going to end. Like Sting, if he ever went back to Impact Wrestling, technically still can't challenge for the TNA World Title. Technically.
Technically. Just like
Um,
Cody technically can't challenge for the AEW World Title.
who?
Cody Rhodes.
Oh, yeah. Edie will say WWE will do anything to keep away from AEW. So Adam, no, stop. We're not creating that narrative where Adam Cole is going to win the title so he doesn't go to AEW. Just because Adam Cole is going to finally lose the title on Sunday.
No. That's not what he's saying. Adam Cole's contract's coming up here within the month, I think.
That doesn't mean shit.
But I'm just telling you where he's going with that.
And that's fine, right? But that doesn't mean anything because Adam Cole's not that kind of person. He's not going to be like, all right, my contract's coming up, so I better keep the title so you don't lose me. He's not going to do that.
No.
Adam Cole's going to be that kind of person that's going to put Dream over because Dream should be over. This match, Dream should have already had the title.
Yeah, well, bullshit happened months ago, and yet.
Well, no, when he got hurt, he had the back injury, right?
No, I'm not talking about that.
No, I know what you're talking about, but I'm saying it should have happened right around that time.
Oh, okay.
Because that was the height of his popularity, and he got that back injury. I think it was right after the match with Alistair.
Yeah, but you do notice how all that blew over, and now he's back in the hunt for the NXT title again.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I really want Velveteen to win this one. I really kind of hope he does. I think Velveteen would be a great champion, do a good run, and then have him and Keith Lee tear the house down.
Well, because Velveteen, all you need to do with Velveteen is just let him do promos.
Yeah.
There are rumors Dream we called up Braun Smack. I don't think that's going to happen yet. I think he stays down there. Andrew saying Gronkowski wins the 24/7 belt back from Truth, and then Brady will use an NFL referee to win it at the Tampa Bay home opener.
Nah.
All right, so hold on. There's an article. Do I still have it? Hold on.
You mean about Triple H?
No. There's actually an article concerning Gronkowski. The rumor is he's done.
No, he is. WWE released him.
Yeah.
That ain't the rumor. That's hands down true.
They
released
him. No, they didn't release him. Hold on, let's get it very clear. They did not release him. Gronk had has a clause in his contract that allows him to voluntarily exit his contract with the WWE should he ever return to the football field. Right, so he put that clause in there if he ever wanted to go back to playing football. So according to Meltzer, Gronk's deal was a 3-deal event. It was WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and whatever the Fall's Saudi show was going to be. That's all gone now, though, as Gronk and Tom Brady once again are going to go for a ring this fall. When reached for comment, Mojo Rawley definitely did not say, alas, poor Gronk. I knew him, WWE Universe, a fellow of infinite jest, of most exciting fancy. He hath borne. What the fuck am I reading? All right, somebody at this station is drunk when they wrote that article, but no, Gronk did put it in that he does not have to wrestle anymore. But I don't think that's the last we're going to see of Gronk.
Maybe. I mean, if what I've seen is true. Another article here talking about how Gronk filled WrestleMania, which he was always booked for, and apparently from that one date he decided wrestling wasn't for him. From there he made WWE aware that he was considering a return to football, and which annoyed a lot of people there. And mentioned people who were annoyed at the massive delay that came during the WrestleMania spot because he didn't want to take the bump when he went flying off the stage into the Superstars, because he wasn't sure of how safe or unsafe the spot was going to be. So the filming for that was delayed while...
Well, yeah, we talked about that a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
We talked about how Vince had to show him how to do the bump in order for him to do it, right? I still think he comes back. I think it's a missed opportunity if you don't try to incorporate R-Truth at Tampa Bay Stadium, especially knowing that WWE is eventually going to make their way back to Tampa Bay to give those fans what they wanted to see in that stadium. Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, Io Shirai.
Man, that's a hard one because I feel like that's between Charlotte and Rhea. I don't see Io Shirai getting it. Not right.
I think Shirai wins it.
Really?
I think Charlotte and Rhea cost each other that opportunity.
I can see it.
They put so much focus on themselves, they forget about Io, and Io capitalizes on it.
It'd be a good thing. Boot Charlotte's ass back to Raw and have Rhea.
No, she's going to stay down there and let Rhea and Charlotte are going to have this feud. I think it's going to happen.
Well, I mean, Charlotte's still technically on Raw. She's by their brand separation. She's still a Raw superstar who currently holds the NXT Women's Championship whilst making appearances here and there on SmackDown. But neither here nor there. I think once she's done with the NXT Championship, she'll get her rematch and then go back to Raw, where she'll fight with Asuka probably.
Maybe. All right, so Edie says Dijakovic, Io Shirai, and Dream have been rumored to be called up to the main roster, Ritz. Also, rumor these days always come true. Okay. I have a problem with your sentence. No. Go back, Frank. Go back. Put it back up. I have a problem with the sentence because you're being vague. They're rumored to be called up to the main roster. No shit. Everybody in NXT right now is eventually going to make it to the main roster. And I say that because they're only going to keep the people that they have value in and they see value in, right? So, yeah, you're going to...
The only one I've seen even remotely in the past couple weeks or months or whatever being remotely called up in that sentence is Dijakovic.
Right. To say that they're going to, rumors always come true these days, no. Okay. And of course there's going to be a rumor.
Wait,
I could say...
See, I could tear that sentence apart in one word. Or I wouldn't say one word, but, one wrestler. CM Punk. He was rumored to come back at Rumble. He was rumored to come back at WrestleMania. He was rumored to come back,
And he says, and Edie says the Matt Riddle rumor is true. You can't base your entire argument on Matt Riddle getting called up.
Matt Riddle got called up because Pete Dunne couldn't make it back from UK.
Right. I think they moved plans ahead on Matt Riddle. Okay. Look, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, Edie. Don't get me wrong. Would I be mad if those three guys got called up? Absolutely not. No. Do I think it's going to happen right on the heels of In Your House where two of these folks are potentially poised to be coming out the other side with titles? No. Dreams.
Dijakovic is the only one I could even remotely see getting called up right now.
I think it's time for UE to go up. I think it's time for Undisputed Era to go up. Velveteen Dream wins the title and moves up to win the title, and Undisputed Era moves up to the main roster. I think that's the route they're going to go with this. Edie, I love the fact that you chime in every week. Please don't make it. I don't want you to think I'm sitting here bashing you or anything like that. I don't agree with your statement, though. I'm sorry.
Hence why I agree to disagree.
Exactly. I don't agree with it. Prism finally got here. Prism saying, "Hey guys, I'd have been on sooner, but me and my daughter watched Onward. Man, that was an onion cutter, and that's why I didn't watch it." And Edie's like, "What if I think he says, what if it came true? Can you mention my name every single stream?" Edie, you comment on every single show. Of course we're going to mention your name. Again, that's a broad statement. God.
I could say, Rhea Ripley's going to get called up sometime by the end of this year. And, come December, it happens, then, I'm going to be like, hey, remember when I said the rumor was true?
Man. Oh, shit. I love you, Edie. I do. I appreciate you chiming in every week.
I love you comes in on this show. It's great.
But I think Io's that sleeper. Io's that silent, sneaky pick that I think is going to end up happening.
What, you think because she's Chinese, she's silent?
No. No, boy, shut up, Damien with the left field comment of the night. Frozen sucks. We're not gonna get into a Disney debate here, okay? Like, just let it go. Let it go.
Hey, whoa. Watch
What?
yourself.
What did I do? Plot twist. Ritz wear a mask. No, absolutely not.
He's saying you wear a mask, man.
Absolutely not. No. Why? No. No. God, I hate this life.
You hate getting bombed on every week?
No. That's what makes it fun. Let's be real, right? But I have to, like, there is that, like, me as a person, me at my core. I restrain myself from being a complete and total asshole to people I don't know. Now, if Frank wanted to jump in here, or Jake wanted to jump in here, or
Really?
you wanted, I said to people I don't know. My 4-year Prism says my 4-year-old heard that and started lacing up her boots. I pictured a 4-year-old just saying, "I'm gonna whoop a motherfucker's ass."
Dad, bring my kendo stick.
Dad, I can't reach my boots. Can you hand them to me?
Dad,
You put them
get
on
her
the
a
top
kendo
shelf. Oh shit! I love our group tonight, man.
Hey, man, she can bring back the tadpole splash.
But no, I have to show some restraint. Okay, the people I don't know. Now, if I'm getting paid to be a jackass, different story. Damien says, "I'll let go once WWE gets their heads out of their ass." Bro, I was making a Frozen joke with the "Let It Go" comment. Now it's not funny anymore. I had to explain it.
Hey,
She's doing the Brock at the top of the stage dance. You know what? I actually feel like this is really happening. I feel like wherever Prism is, this is legitimately happening right now. So, Prism, what you need to do is you need to video it. You need to go to A2D, drop it in a comment over there on Facebook, and tag me in it. Okay. But no, NXT Takeover is tomorrow night. I think we're in for a really good show.
Takeover's gonna be better than Backlash. I'm calling it right now, 100%.
That's easy to call. That's like saying that everybody in their fifth grandmother is going to get caught up to the main roster.
I mean, that's like saying bacon's better than apples. I mean, but hey.
What?
I couldn't come up with anything better.
God, you're just shit tonight. So, on that lovely note, Butter, did you have anything for running?
No, I don't. Most of our stuff was said during the show.
Yeah, there's just not a lot that's happened. I know Mahal had another knee surgery.
Yeah, apparently, I guess Bobby Lashley was not supposed to be Drew's opponent. It was supposed to be Mahal, but Mahal unfortunately had to have his other knee surgically repaired.
Understandable. We get Undertaker episode 4 tomorrow night after NXT Takeover.
Are you sure it's not going to drop early tomorrow?
I don't think it will. I think, I know that, and there's also this Ric Flair thing that I saw that's supposed to drop tomorrow at some point too. But I can't figure out anywhere what it's supposed to be about. I think I don't know. Prism saying, did y'all listen to FTR on the Cornet podcast? No. I actually read an article earlier today where Cash talks about the Bret Hart Hall of Fame incident and punching the dude and everything like that. And that's actually where I found out that they were on Cornette's podcast.
Well, I think
I'm a little behind on who's been on the podcast circuits, so they're on my list of things to listen to. What's up?
okay. So, as for your Ric Flair documentary,
Yeah.
it's called WWE 24: The Final Farewell. It'll air right after Takeover.
Uh-huh.
If I'm correct, it's supposed to be his retirement match and the moments that happened after that we didn't see, like Undertaker coming out on Raw after his retirement speech and all that.
Ooh, see,
It's supposed to be surrounding his retirement.
ooh, see, what's crazy is like that's actually one of my favorite segments of Raw. Like, it's in my top probably 15.
Yeah,
is the Ric Flair retirement ceremony because it was a true, like, none of it was staged other than Taker and Vince coming out after Raw went off the air. Everything else was legit, right?
correct.
So that if that's the case, I'll actually really, really enjoy that.
Because that's what I'm seeing right here. Let's see. Yeah, Ric Flair air. Everything I've seen is to air Ric Flair documentary. WWE 24: The Final Farewell. It's from what I understood, because I think I seen a trailer for it. I heard Ric Flair say something about it, but it's supposed to be all surrounding his retirement.
Yeah, I'm all for it. I love it.
Because we're supposed to be able to see clips of stuff we didn't get to see on Raw. You know, the aftermath with Taker coming out, stuff like that. Because if I'm correct, this was all before the network, before we got to see, backstage clips afterwards.
But see, and there's that DVD though that came out, and it was a Ric Flair. I don't remember what it was called, but it was a Ric Flair DVD. It was a documentary DVD, and in the bonus features, it has that entire segment, and it has Flair coming. Taker coming out. It has McMahon coming out. But it'll be nice to kind of get that behind the scenes look at this.
Yeah.
And because again, I love that stuff. I love when they pull the curtain back on these big moments. And they're not all big. Prism saying, "Did y'all hear Ric Flair saying he wants no? I don't need another Flair match. I don't." Like, I know I'm sitting over here singing the praises of Flair's retirement and everything like that, but it really pissed me off when he had that great match with Shawn, and then he went to go wrestle Foley in TNA.
Yep.
Like, you should have ended it and been done. I get it, right? But damn, dude, like you could have just went to TNA and done promos, and I'm okay with that. But you got in the ring, and that bothered me.
Well, he could say technically he was in another company. He retired WWE, and he could, There's those technicalities those wrestlers like, because Lord forbid some of them don't know when to hang it up.
Do you know Hulk Hogan banned from AEW? I did read that. I read Tony Khan somewhere put out that Hulk Hogan and his ex-wife Linda are both banned.
Linda made a stupid comment, so Tony Khan commented on it saying, and that's the reason why you and your husband are both banned from AEW.
Hell. All right. Well, guys, I want to give a big shout out to everybody that chimed in this week here on In This Very Ring. We will be back next week for our In This Very Ring breakdown of NXT Takeover in your house. We'll also be doing our preview of Backlash. Guys, we're going to give you a little rundown this week of what's happening here at A2D Radio. Tomorrow, Agree to Disagree comes at you live with the boys. Tom, Greg, Uncle Sweeps, Brian, Wilson. They're all going to be there. They're all going to just update you on everything happening in the sports world. Monday night, Brad and Rob bring you Sports Hounds. Tuesday, Tuesday. See, programming alert. Even I screwed it up. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. The one, the only Hockey legend Chris Pronger joins the boys of the Hockey Happy Hour. Matty Sudi, Robert Povia, Brian Daly, and Mr. Michael Chromiak will all be there for this historic interview. Guys, this is not one you're going to want to miss.
Oh, no.
Go to Wednesday night, right here on HUD Radio. Join Ryan Brodo, Ralph Del Vecchio, and our producer for the evening, Frank Vespi, for the fix. Frank, what are you guys talking about this week? Do you know?
From what I know is...
we got Frank the Lounger tonight.
Yes, I'm lounging right now. What we are talking about on Wednesday, I'm not 100% sure, but we are talking about the top offenses in the National Football League.
All right, so check out those guys Wednesday night for the top offenses. You'll also have AM in the PM coming at you. They might do another fix in the PM. We don't know yet, but if they do an AM in the PM, check out Greg and Tom on Wednesday night. Thursday night, Birds of a Feather comes to you live. They're going to continue their NFL draft. Make sure you guys keep following that. At the end of all this crazy chaos, pool jumping moments, you guys are going to pick who had the better draft. Was it Chuck's? Chrome? Brodo? The Godfather Thomas Arnone? The leader of the FWO, Pete Evans? Or the man from Mars himself, Kevin Godwin? Who will have the better team? Immediately, well, I shouldn't say immediately, following Birds of a Feather, the manager of the champions, Bill Alfonso, joins the men at Lazy Booking, myself, Chrome, Matty Sudi, Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Friday, find Jimmy for On the Road to Victory right here at HUD Radio. Guys, if you have missing Jimmy's show on Friday nights, you need to go check it out. It is the newest show here at HUD Radio. He's doing great things over there. Excuse me. And the next Saturday, Kicking It Stateside is back. All your Premier League soccer news, 10 p.m. Eastern every Saturday. Jake Friel and Steve, they bring you the weekly roundup, wrap up all our sports news as we get ready for the return of the NBA, the NHL, MLB, God willing, and the start of the NFL. And then, like I said, we'll be back right here, same bat time, same bat channel. We'll preview Backlash. We'll break down in your house. And right after the Alfonso interview, stop. Right after the Alfonso interview, I will drop the Universal Predictions Championship ballots. They'll be found on the In This Very Ring show page, my personal page, and in all my wrestling groups that I'm in. Okay, including the Real Talk group, Ultimate Wrestling Fanatics, and a few other ones. Remember, the winner of the ballot joins us the following week. You guys will join us on, what would that be, I guess, the 13th, the 20th, to give your thoughts on Backlash, hang out with us for a little bit. So make sure you guys get your ballots put in and for your chance to join us on the show next in 2 weeks at time, I guess.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks' time. So, for Frank Vespi, Butters, I'm Ritz. Guys, that was another episode of In This Very Ring. We appreciate you. Enjoy NXT TakeOver in your house tomorrow night, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Peace!
Later!